Leveling up mentally is choosing growth over excuses. Excuses do not create change. You are responsible for yourself. Doing something new can be scary, but you have two choices. You either step out of your comfort zone or you stay the same and never grow. Money can buy you a nice car, a nice purse, a new face, but money cannot buy integrity. Guys, I'm so pissed because I did my intro earlier and my mic was not on. I don't even know how because I turned it on. I remember. Hi guys, I'm Lisa and welcome to my channel. Did you guys miss me? Oh my god, it's been so long. I haven't seen you guys in a while. It's only been like, what, almost a month? But yeah, guys, there's literally no sun out. Like, it's dull right now. It's kind of boring, you know? But I had to get this video out for you guys. Okay, so for today's video, I'm going to be putting you guys on some game on how to level up mentally, how to strengthen and upgrade your mentality. Now, before we get started, do not forget to watch my recent video. The link is going to be down below, so don't forget to check it out. Thanks. Thank you so much. With that being said, let's begin. How to level up mentally. Number one, the most important thing, self-awareness. You have to be aware of your mind, your behaviors, your pattern recognitions, and your thoughts. Your emotions and thoughts reflect your actions and are the root of your actions. You have to understand yourself, which means you have to understand how your mind works. Start asking yourself these questions, especially when something triggers you. Why did it trigger you? What emotions are you feeling? Where is it coming from? Understanding your emotions is key. And here's a color wheel of emotions to better help understand them, because it's always, oh, I'm feeling sad, angry, scared. Why are you feeling that way? Is it because you feel betrayed, overwhelmed, jealous? Not only will this help you identify the emotion, but it will also help you learn how to control and manage them better and strengthen your emotional intelligence. Because if you don't control your emotions, someone else will. When you learn how to control your emotions, it's over, because nothing outside of you can disturb you. You understand the power of your emotions. You think clearly before you react. You don't let your emotions cloud your judgments. And you make better, precise decisions that are not clouded by your emotions. Do not get me wrong, emotions are a beautiful thing. It's what makes us humans and are big indicators guiding our lives. But sometimes your mind has to be stronger than your emotions, than your feelings, so you don't act impulsive or make rash decisions. When you are self-aware, you are more intentional about everything you do. You are aware of your emotions, your thoughts, your reactions, and you think clearly before making decisions. Okay, number two, my favorite word, is accountability. Leveling up mentally is choosing growth over excuses. When you learn to take accountability for your life, which means owning up to your mistakes, to your choices, to your past and your traumas, then you can truly grow and elevate. It's about reclaiming responsibility for your actions rather than victimizing yourself and blaming external factors. Excuses do not create change. You are responsible for yourself. You are responsible for healing your traumas. You are not responsible for causing them, but you are responsible for healing them. Therefore, just because you went through a lot of difficult things in your life and have faced a lot of trauma still does not justify your poor behavior and you lashing out because of it. And I know this might sound harsh, but the truth hurts, okay? Everyone has been through difficult things. Everyone. We all have been through hardships in our lives. And as hard and difficult that may have been, using your traumas and frustrations as an excuse To be a bad person or treat people poorly isn't okay. When you reach a certain age where you're an adult, you do not get to point the fingers and still blame everyone for your actions. You are responsible for them, and you always have a choice. The things that we go through does not define us. It's the choices that we make afterwards that does. The bravest thing you could do is take responsibility and hold yourself accountable and work through your traumas and heal. The more you work on yourself and heal, the more your mind will start to operate differently and get out of that victim mentality and survival mode and into a more abundant state. Healing your trauma will make you more happier, at peace, and will make you feel energetically lighter. It will also improve the way you process emotions, especially big, heavy emotions. And you become much stronger and resilient than ever. Because not only did you survive your trauma, you also managed to deal with it, face it head on, and choose to work through it. And it takes a lot of mental strain to be able to do that. Number 3, start taking your experiences as lessons. If you want to truly elevate and grow in life, you have to start taking your experiences as lessons. Our experiences are our biggest teachers. They teach us a lot. Only when you shift your perspective, you're able to see your experiences as a lesson or a guide rather than a failure, a burden, or an inconvenience. Whatever experiences you go through in life, take it as a lesson learned so you don't repeat the same mistakes. Ask yourself, what am I learning from this experience? What did I learn from this experience? What did it teach me? How can I use this to my benefit? What is this experience showing me? Because there's always a lesson in there somewhere. I believe everything we go through in life, even the most difficult and tough ones, are there to teach us something. There's so much wisdom that comes from tough experiences and situations, which helps mold us into becoming a better person, becoming wiser, more knowledgeable, and it heightens our intuition and just overall get a wider perspective of life. Your experiences are not there to cause you harm. They're not there to punish you. They're not there to hinder you. They are there to help guide you and help you on your journey so you can evolve in life. When you accept experiences as lessons, you open portals for evolution because change is inevitable, but growth is optional. Once you change your perspective to be able to think this way, your journey will go a lot smoother because now your approach in life is different because you understand that you are on a journey of personal growth. You allow yourself to make mistakes and learn from them. You bounce back quicker from tough experiences and situations. You're more self-aware and more adaptable because you understand that everything here is to help you. Number 4, get educated. Now, this doesn't just mean going to school. Whether you're done with school, whether if it's high school or college, never stop learning. Try something new and always stay curious in life. Dedicate your time to acquiring new knowledge. Always be open and willing to learn about different topics. Immerse yourself in different things, learning new skills, whether if it's writing, reading, journaling, researching. Exercise your mind in whatever way. Start doing hobbies, whether if it's sports, dance, art, singing, playing an instrument, hiking. Not only will this help strengthen your mind, it will help you become more intelligent, more wiser, more adaptable, and more knowledgeable. It will also help you stimulate your mind if you're someone that constantly needs their mind stimulated. Studies have proven that learning something new improves our mental cognition, helps with our memory retention, and helps us focus better. Number 5, get out of your comfort zone. Girl, come on, let's go. Getting out of your comfort zone is the only way that you can truly mentally level up and overcome your fears. Getting out of my comfort zone has helped me level up mentally in so many ways I never thought was possible. For example, me creating a YouTube channel, putting myself out there. Like, that was something that was out of my comfort zone. I still did it and overcame my fear. And now look at me, and I'm still doing it, okay? So it's really nothing. Do not let your fear stop you from doing what you want, from doing what you know you want to do, okay? Never stay too comfortable. Always challenge yourself. Stepping out of your comfort zone helps boost your inner confidence. It helps you gain self-trust. It helps you believe in yourself more. And it also helps you learn new skills and adapt to things very quickly. When you're able to accomplish something out of your comfort zone, that fear you had will literally no longer faze you like it used to. The more you step out of your comfort zone, the easier it gets. Doing something new can be scary, but you have two choices. You either step out of your comfort zone or you stay the same and never grow. The bravest thing you can do is feel that fear, but still do it anyway. It's not that you're bad at it or that you can't do it. It's actually your mind trying to protect you and keep you safe where you're comfortable. Because it's not comfortable with you doing something new. It's not comfortable with change. Okay, when you think of something that you want to do that is out of your comfort zone, start paying attention to your mind. I bet it's saying things like, oh my God, I can't do this. What if I fail? I'm incapable. I'm not ready. What am I thinking? You know? Like, no, that's just your fear of failing getting in the way of you actually trying. Stepping out of your comfort zone is just something to get used to. You will never fully be ready until you take that leap. Your readiness comes through you taking action. The fears, the doubts, and the uncertainty are parts of the process. It's not a sign to stop and back out. That fear is a signal. It's an invitation telling you that you're at the edge of growth and transformation. And when you take action, you step closer to your purpose. Your growth is on the other side of your comfort. So I'm going to need you to get out there. And the more consistent you are, the easier it gets, you know? And you won't even be scared or think twice before trying something new because you've gained that self-trust within yourself to know that, you can do it. Number 6, your biggest asset is your mind. Being attractive is just the cherry on top, okay? Appearance is currency in society, but it can only get you so far in life. What makes a woman desirable and powerful is their drive, their ambition, their personality, and their character. So start working on yourself. Educate yourself. Build good values, good morals, good character, because those are the things that money can't buy. Money can buy you a nice car, a nice purse, a new face, but money cannot buy integrity. Your mind is your most powerful tool, so I'm gonna need you to start using it so somebody else doesn't do it for you. Strengthen your relationship with yourself. Have a good sense of self. Start loving yourself. Be confident. Start knowing your worth. Because being attractive doesn't equal you knowing your worth. Being attractive doesn't automatically make you confident. Because I have met the most prettiest girls in my life that have low self-esteem and are insecure and don't know their worth. Knowing your worth keeps you from low-quality experiences, a low-quality life, low-quality men. A lot of high-value, intelligent, and mature women do not care if someone is attractive unless their mind is as attractive as they are. If your character is ugly, you have poor morals, poor values, and have no self-respect, that is unattractive. We don't want that because these women know their worth. They know that they have these amazing qualities about themselves that they're not willing to put up with anything less than that. Anything that doesn't align with their values, morals, and integrity. So start working on yourself. Work on the things that money can't buy. Self-respect, your beliefs, work ethic, your mindset. Build your mental strength because your mind will get you so much further in life when you learn how to use it with intention. Beauty without depth is just decoration. Attractiveness lacks true substance. Beauty fades away. We all get older. We won't look the same. And that's okay. But my point is, the real beauty comes from within. It's our empathy, it's our kindness, it's our compassion and integrity that makes a lasting impact. I will also like to point out, if I've learned anything, is that beauty is frequency. There's just a certain energy, a certain essence that exudes on really beautiful women. It's because they've done the internal work. They've done the inner work. So their beauty on the inside matches their beauty on the outside. It's an energy thing. Beauty is energy. So you can do all the surgery on your face, but you will still be low frequency if you haven't done the internal work, if you haven't done the inner surgery. It's about what's on the inside. That light shines outwardly because it's aligned with the beauty on the inside. I've met a lot of pretty women, but I've also met a lot of beautiful women that have this certain light about them that attracts people. Their energy exudes on the outside and people can feel it. And I saw a TikTok post that said, people don't get jealous of normal beauty. They get jealous of their frequency, the energy that they exude. They want that, but they can't have it because they haven't done the inner work. People aren't jealous of other pretty girls because there's a lot of pretty girls out there. People are jealous of the energy that they exude, their aura. That's what they're jealous of. And you cannot buy aura. You cannot buy energy. You have to do the work. You can get all the surgery done, get a new face, but it won't hit the same if you haven't done the inner work. And just like how I talked about on my last video, how self-love is one of the highest frequency. If you love yourself, you vibrate on that high frequency. Your energy illuminates, shines from the outside, and people feel it. So that is why I said people are jealous of the frequency that other beautiful women exudes because they love themselves. So they're vibrating on that high energy. Number 7, invest in your looks. And I know you're probably wondering, but you just said that your mind is your biggest asset. Yes, but I also said that being attractive is just the cherry on top. So why not have both brains and beauty? Invest in how you look. And what I mean by that is taking care of yourself, taking care of your skin, your teeth, good hygiene, taking care of your body, making sure that you're healthy. When you look good, you feel good. It boosts your confidence level and just overall mood. You operate at your best, you feel at your best, and it just gives you that extra motivation. Confidence often comes from taking care of yourself. When you feel confident in yourself, it shows. It is important to feel comfortable in your skin. Feeling comfortable in your skin helps you operate better. Now, there is no issue in wanting to look good, wanting to look put together. If that means getting your nails done, your hair done, your makeup done, if that makes you happy, then there's no issue. And if someone makes you feel bad about that or thinks you're doing too much, honey, they're just jealous and are insecure and are doing too less. Okay? Looks do matter. And as much as y'all want to downplay it, it does make a difference. It gives a better first impression. For example, you're going to a job interview. You want to look your best. You want to look put together because you want the job. And it shows the interviewers that you care about your appearance, not in a vain way, but it just shows that you take care of yourself and you're professional and prepared. You do not want to go to a job interview with like wrinkly clothes. Like, you don't want to go to a job interview looking a mess, basically. And let me be clear, this has nothing to do with looks. It's not about the way you look, because I believe that everyone is beautiful in their own way. It's not about looking a certain way. It's not about appealing to the beauty standards or catering to the male gaze. No, it's about taking care of yourself. There is no rules to this. Just do whatever works for you and whatever makes you feel good. Investing in your looks will mentally make you feel better and more confident. And I think it's really important to make sure that you're doing this for you and not the approval of others. Because I know there's a lot of people out there, especially men, that think that we get all dressed up and dolled up and want to look cute for other people or other men. Like, bro, it ain't about that. If anything, this is for the female gaze. You hear me? You hear me? Okay. So try again. Like, y'all are funny. Number 8, start listening more than you speak. When you're able to quiet the mind, you'll start to hear, and your job is to listen. Silence often speaks louder than words. It's in those quiet moments where we hear what our higher self, or God, the universe, or whatever you believe in, is trying to communicate with us. Stillness often brings us clarity we thought we never needed. Get used to standing in silence. Quiet the mind and just listen. You'll most likely get the answers that you've been looking for. This even goes when you're in public settings or social groups. There's always people talking, but there's only a few who listens and observe, taking in information, taking notes. It's called active listening. Paying attention to small details and non-verbal clues. We learn a lot just from listening, and we gain a lot of valuable insights to be able to truly understand. So when it's our time to speak, we speak from a place of deep understanding, knowledge, and curiosity, and asking the questions that matter to better understand. And it lets the other person know that you genuinely care to learn. You're interested. It makes them feel heard because you're asking these really well thought out questions. It also increases listening skills, communication skills. It opens your mind to new ideas, and it also helps you build stronger relationship with others, and it is a great way to connect with others. Number 9, start speaking to yourself like you're someone you love. Speak to yourself like you would speak to someone that you love, respect, and admire. Say positive things about yourself. Encourage yourself. Speak life into yourself because you are someone too, and that someone is listening. Train your mind to only speak positive things about yourself, then your mind will get used to it. Negative self-talk stunts your growth, while positive self-talk builds up your confidence. Positive self-talk influences your behavior, your moods, and your confidence level. Build yourself up by your words rather than tearing yourself down with it, because you're not doing any good to yourself by tearing yourself down. Positive self-talk changes your perspective about things. It can change the way you view situations, experiences in a more positive light, which can bring about positive outcomes. I believe the more we speak life into ourselves, the words that we truly say can affect our mental state and can also affect the outcome of the situation just by a change of perspective. Your words and thoughts are powerful, and you have more control of your experiences more than you realize. You do not have to fake being positive. Just be honest with yourself and give yourself compassion, grace, and empathy, and be patient with yourself. When you change the way you talk to yourself, everything else changes. Number 10, don't be afraid to be different. Stand out. Do too much. Who cares? Because quite frankly, people aren't doing enough. Don't be afraid to do things differently. You do not always have to follow the norms and what everybody else is doing. Be yourself. Don't be boring and try to do what everybody else is doing. Lean into your creativity. Think outside the box. Get creative because that's what makes you stand out from the crowd. Learn how to hold a conversation because there's a lot of boring people out there, and majority of them don't know how to hold conversations. And it's because people aren't curious anymore and aren't interested in wanting to know things, It's like, yeah, you're attractive, but can you hold a conversation? Because what are we really talking about? Like, it's like the lights are on, but no one's home. Be open-minded to be able to see different perspective of things and accept new ideas. Do not be a loser and cage yourself in a box thinking that your way is the only way, because I promise you it's not. Let yourself be inspired. Be motivated by others. We as humans are meant to inspire others and learn from one another. That's what we're here for. That's what we're here to do. Allow yourself to learn and be educated by others. Know that you don't always know everything or have the answers to everything. It's much more important to be honest than thinking that you always have the answers to everything. Be open to learn from others because they might just teach you something profound that you never thought of. And just like widen your perspective on life. Okay, last but not least, number 11, prioritize your happiness. I love this topic. Let's talk about it because I'm all for prioritizing my joy, my happiness. It is really important to prioritize your peace, prioritize your joy, invest in your time, your energy, and your goals. Focus on the things that bring you joy. Prioritizing yourself is crucial for your well-being. Start pouring into yourself. The more you pour into yourself, the more your cup will overflow. That way you're able to pour into others as well, because you can't pour from an empty cup. Make sure your needs are met first. Setting boundaries without feeling guilty. Taking a day to yourself. Saying no when necessary. Self-care. Resting. Neglecting your needs and pouring into others on an empty cup will drain you, will drain your energy, and will make you feel exhausted, and not to mention add stress into your life because you're constantly giving and giving without reciprocation, without taking care of yourself. And it doesn't help anyone, certainly not you. When you are at your best, then you can easily show up for others without feeling drained. So make yourself your number one priority. Okay guys, that is all for today's video. If you made it to the very end, I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Thank you for your service. Anyways, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.